Hello, Internet. Today I'm going to be talking about Sonic Adventure, specifically Big the Cat's story. People hate this guy. They say he's the reason they never beat Sonic Adventure. They say he's an annoying cat who ruins the games he's in, and some say even worse things. I'll try to hold in my anger by simply saying that I never got it. Among other things, he's a fun, silly fellow with an admittedly goofy voice. But I've never played Sonic Adventure before, and considering that's where he made his debut, I should play it so that I can better understand where they're coming from and be able to teach them better. So, the adventure begins with Big the Cat resting a holy rest, when suddenly an earthquake occurs. But Big the Cat doesn't even flinch. His power is clearly superior to any beast that could cause such a quake. However, his best friend, Froggy, awakens, and after a short while, he stumbles across chaos. And he saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was full of blasphemous names, and it had 7 heads and 7 horns. This is a passage from Revelation. Chaos then possesses the poor soul and steals a Chaos Emerald, which Big uses as a mere charm, showing that his powers are far beyond anything from even Kirby mythos. Big then enters Station Square in pursuit of his comrade. In the city, he finds a real upgrade, and then finds Froggy in the street, still possessed by the beast. He hides under a nearby car, which Big lifts with ease, further proving his power. Before we continue, I would like to take a moment to address the paganists and degenerates who trash on Big. Many say that his voice is weird and don't understand why his voice is like that. Some have even gone as far as to mock him by claiming that he is disabled, retarded, stupid, little If you genuinely don't get this and wish to know why his voice is the way it is, then here's your answer. You see, Big the Cat is not a 3-dimensional being. He is known to be at least a 4-dimensional being, but scholars think he may be a 5 or even 6-dimensional being. Due to this, his voice sounds beautiful to a being with 4, 5, or 6-dimensional ears, but our ears can only hear the 3D parts of his vocal cords, causing some to feel dread, anger, or even nausea to those without a proper hearing palate, and causing his voice to sound silly to those with proper hearing palates. If you still don't get it, then I will find you and kill you in the whole of But anyways, inside of the sewer, Big finds an elevator, which leads him to Twinkle Park, Big's first action stage. And dang, this is difficult. What you're supposed to do is fish until you find Froggy, and then eventually catch him. But what actually happens is that you spend 10 minutes doing nothing, because it gives next to no advice on how to actually fish. At least the music's jamming.
Hey, wanna listen to some tunes?
I had to use the in-game help to learn how to win. And that still wasn't enough. I had to use internet tutorials to figure out how to fish in a virtual dimension. But in like 15 minutes, I beat Twinkle Park and caught Froggy. After that, an ice stone appears, right next to the sewer. But Big picks it up anyway and travels to the Mystic Ruins, gets a
You've discovered
floaty,
the life
and
belt.
visits Ice Cap. And this one's way more fun. It actually feels like a stage with places to visit and things to do. It's still not as great as other levels in the game, as it still revolves around clunky fishing mechanics, but it's not bad. So I walked around, caught a fish, caught a robotic fish, and then caught Froggy and won the stage. After this, we find Tails has taken hold of our beloved frog. Big then jumps toward him in an attempt to take Froggy back. Luckily, Tails hadn't a clue as to who Froggy is and gave him back to Big. And nothing bad happened at all. But the possessed frog once again ran from Big, and we find him in Emerald Coast, the third stage for Big. And it's not fun. I mean, it still gets a 6 out of 10 because it has Big, the friggin' cat, in it, but it just isn't fun. There's only like one place to explore, and you kind of have to go out of your way to get it because Froggy spawns like 10 feet away from you. I still needed to look that up though. I'm still an epic gamer, shut up. Make content for you and this is how I get treated? Jeez, I better find a real job. Anyways, after catching Froggy, E102 Gamma steals him. So Big pursues him onto the egg carrier, and then I take a break to have some fun with Chow. This one's Nora, and this one's shameless self-promotion.
Friend is in the hot shelter.
I find another lure upgrade and then go to the hot shelter to find Froggy. And wow, I'm impressed. For the first minute or so, there isn't even a proper body of water to fish in. But then Big finds that Froggy is being held within an aquarium. Then he destroys the window, somehow, and pretty easily catches Froggy. He then gets taken to a vision of the Mystic Ruins. He sees Tikal using her sixth sense, talking about 7 chaos and controllers and stuff. I don't really know or understand what she's saying.
Trust me?
But Big, in his infinite wisdom, decides to leave the egg carrier before things get ugly. He uses a train to get out of the main room, but quickly comes into contact with Chaos 6. And then he uses mind control on Froggy to make him assimilate into Chaos. I think something glitched during this fight, because I didn't even have to fish Froggy out. I just threw the fishing rod into Chaos and then he's free. He then steals Tails' plane. I am not joking. He steals his plane. And then, story over. That's it. It's done. He steals his plane. The end. So, that was Big's story. What did I think about it? I thought it was decent. Could have used an actual tutorial on how to fish, but I liked it. Like I said in the intro, I actually kind of like Big. And he's part of the entertainment of this route. But there were a lot of things I didn't like about his story. Fishing is pretty odd, and they didn't give much of a tutorial on how to actually catch fish. The fight with Chaos 6 at the end was really anticlimactic. Big at times felt painfully slow, and overall, it was too short to make much of an impact. So, I'm sorry to interrupt the video like this, but I've been getting a knock at my door. It's like a Sunday. I didn't prepare anything with friends or, do anything of the sort like that. No mail, no nothing, so let's check it out. Hello? Hello? Who is this? You? I already gave you your tithes. What more do you want?